Alright guys, here we are back on NR2003, and today we have another very exciting video for you. Back on online racing on NR2003 in 2021. It is still alive and well, mostly in league form. I am racing in the Incar league this season, so if you want to keep up with my progress in online racing, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Getting started here today, we are driving in the Daytona Clash. It was kind of the all-star race of sorts, you know, the clash before the season begins for all the pole winners from last season. I just want to point out before we get started, I've got this beautiful blue car right here, the Justin Beer, you know, sim racing miscellaneous sort of thing. Thought this car was absolutely gorgeous, and it is a beautiful Toyota Camry that I will be driving courtesy of Tyler Mellon and Pantelica. So thank you very much for making this car possible for me for this season, and I'm so excited to be bringing it to you. So as we get started here, I'm going to go ahead and take you through the field, set the starting lineup, and we will get into the race. So this was random gridding in this race. We have Pantelica in the 46 on the front row right here. Roger Ray on the outside. They are teammates, so that is something to keep in mind. Followed by Alex Gonzalez, Hunter B in the 42, Tyler Mellon, my teammate, Davin Cornelius, Drive Through on YouTube, myself, Jimmy Powell in the 34, Mark Riggleman 52, Tristan Wilhoit in the 9, and Carter Friesen in the 85. Let's take you on board with my perspective here on lap 1 as we see the teammates on the front row. Kind of a lucky draw up there, and maybe this was prearranged, maybe not, but Roger Ray is going to get down in front of Pantelica on the inside, so we have the teammates together straight away up in the front of the field. That is something we are going to have to keep an eye on in this race, as it will be a challenge, to say the least, to get past people that are working together. So me and Tyler Mellon are going to be working together in this race, and we say it's time to go straight away as we're going to be looking to the outside. You see me pushing that rear bumper out there. Alex Gonzalez is going to try and pull out and lead us, so we're going to decide to dip right back down to the inside and kind of leave Gonzalez out to dry here on lap 1. Mellon maybe looking to go in the middle, but we decide we're content here on the bottom, and that's one spot up already into the top 5. So good stuff right there. Mellon's still looking to the outside, so we're going to follow them to the outside lane. But something very concerning at the end of lap 1 is we're going to see it out of our corner of the eye. Carter Friesen is going to come up from the back of the field all the way up into the 3rd position, and that is now teammates 1, 2, 3 on the inside. So definitely a lot of strategy here going forward in this race. It is going to be tough sledding with just the 2 of us against this big 3 on the inside. So something to keep in mind is that this is a 20-lap race, and there is only one thing that's worth doing, and that's finishing in the 1st position. So Carter Friesen's going to pull out to the lead of this outside line, breaking up the 3 teammates on the inside, and we are in an interesting position, still just trying to push Mellon as much as possible right here. Going to drop off that back bumper a little bit here, going out onto the back straight. An unfortunate situation as Mellon's not lined up with Friesen, and we just barely make it past them as it is carnage behind us on the back straight right here, and that will bring out the first yellow of the race. Very, very lucky to avoid that, so that went down right in front of us. So with that being said, let's get to the restart. Alright, so back to the restart here with about 15 laps to go in this race. Me and Jimmy Powell have cut a deal to work together. That's the 34 car right in front of us, and you see that the drivers behind get kind of a bad restart. So me and Jimmy are able to hook up straight away and go straight to the outside. Well, we're at least peaking. It's kind of hard when you're getting up to speed to make that move, but a really good time to do it is on the restart as you come to the back straight, and you see Tristan Wilhoit starting to come into your picture. He's got a really good run, so me and Jimmy are hooked right up, and we're going to go to the outside, and Wilhoit is going to go with us, and we are pushing Jimmy Powell the entire length of the back straight at Daytona right here. We are going to stick to the outside here in 3 and 4. We are committed, and Wilhoit is with us as well, and you see the cars moving around a little bit. Trust me, it's not nearly as bad when you're driving, not distracting. The cars are pretty consistent in their position, and you see we kind of get an accordion push right there, and Jimmy Powell's able to lead this lap. So we're second in line now on the outside and giving Jimmy Powell the best push that we can. We get in kind of an unfortunate situation on the very next lap though. As you see, I'm still in 2nd place behind Powell, but Alex Gonzalez and Tyler Mellon are surging in the middle, and I thought there was no way that Alex Gonzalez would make it to the middle right here. I left the door open just a little bit. He squeezes it to the middle. I'm forced to let them in, and I tell Jimmy Powell, just get down in front of them, leave me on my own out there, as we kind of struck a deal, so Jimmy Powell goes down right there, kind of saves themselves, and I'm unfortunately going to drop to the back as I'm hung out to dry on the outside. But the very good thing about plate racing is just because you drop back does not mean you are out of it, and we are not out of this race, to say the least. A few laps later, we are still in the back, and it is starting to get a bit chaotic ahead, and if I were smarter, I would have seen this coming, but I could not see from the cockpit cam. And I got nowhere to go as it all pops off ahead of us, and we are involved in that crash, but so are a lot of other cars, a lot of people taking damage in that. Thankfully, I did not get any engine damage. I didn't really get hit in the front of my car, so I'm able to come in and pit and repair, but we're going to be down on a little bit of speed for the rest of this race. So we're going to get the last restart of this race for 4 to go. We are up in the 4th position now. Everybody else had to pit with damage and stuff, so we managed to get out, get our damage repaired, and we are in 4th position. You see Pantalica pushing me straight away. A lot of people have a bit of damage now, myself included, so it's going to be very interesting. I don't think I have the speed to lead a line on my own, so we're going to have to see how this plays out as Pantalica's already looking to the outside. I am glued to drive-thru's back bumper right here. So you see Tristan Wilhoit coming into the picture a little bit. And we have 3.5 laps to go. Jimmy Powell in the lead. And remember, we cut that deal earlier with them. We worked together to make our way to the front. So we want to try our best to defend that position. So Wilhoit's able to give me a good shot forward right here. Davin Cornelius drive-thru is looking to the outside. You know they want to win this race. So it is going to be very interesting as we are coming around to 3 laps to go, and we are going to stay with this shot for the very end of the race. So I'm trying to block both lanes, get the draft from wherever I can. Wilhoit is right on my back bumper. I think at this point Pantalica might be fading just a little bit, and that outside line isn't very organized as people are going all over the place to block each other, and we make a very close move to the inside of drive-thru. Tried to cut it off at the last second, but I say no you don't, and I make myself into the 2nd position on the inside lane behind Alex Gonzalez as we have 2.5 laps to go in this race. And I don't know what happened right there. I was definitely squared up with Gonzalez and we somehow got out of shape right there. So a little bit unfortunate. We lost quite a bit of momentum, and that is going to allow Jimmy Powell to get down in front of us, which is very, very concerning. So we're going to come around here at 3rd in line, and it is going to be 2 to go as we hit the line. So it is game time now in this race, and we are right on Jimmy Powell's bumper as much as we can be with the damage that we do have. Wilhoit is helping me out, pushing me along. Drive-thru and Pantalica still together on that outside, but they are not well organized, so you see them dropping back. So I'm pushing Jimmy off the exit of 2. I'm kind of in the middle right here, and I almost get split. I come down in front of Wilhoit. Me and Drive-thru are about going through each other, and I still manage to slot in front of Wilhoit. That was very close. It could have been death. I may have gotten away with a run right there as we come off of turn 4 for the 2nd to last time, and we are still very much in this race, but I don't think I can do it on my own. So what I'm thinking is I need Jimmy Powell and Alex Gonzalez to wreck or somehow slow each other up so I can get my way up there. So we kind of make a little contract with drive-thru, and he gets kicked offline right there. I'm not sure what happened. I'm shoving Jimmy Powell, and I see that they're getting a bit dicey up there, and Wilhoit's looking to the outside. So I'm trying to block Wilhoit for all it is worth. I'm blocking Wilhoit out to the wall to try and slow them down as they are 3 wide behind us. I'm thinking I need to be at least in 3rd if I want a chance. Pantalica with a huge shove. I give Jimmy Powell a huge shove, and Pan's able to get to my inside, and it is all popping off right here as Jimmy Powell cuts down to the apron. Gonzalez is clipped, and I have nowhere to go, and it is all carnage. And I am not going to be winning the Clash as we are going to unfortunately roll our way backwards across the start-finish line for what I believe is a 9th place finish overall. So we go across the line right there, and a disappointing finish. I put myself in the best position I think I could with the damage that I had. We had a chance. So there's something very interesting that happened with this finish. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. So this is something very interesting, something new I learned about NR2003 in this race. This finish was extremely close, 0.00, and I know it says lap 28 of 30, but we were doing where caution laps don't count, so this was the race right here. It was all on the line. and it says that Carter Friesen won this race based on timing, but you can see very clearly that the 9 of Tristan Wilhoit gets there first and is across the line, and I believe the explanation was that the kind of timing transponders must be in the back of the car. That's where it counts it. So you can see the back of Carter Friesen's car gets there first, but Wilhoit ends up winning. The official decision is overturned, and the number 9 car of Tristan Wilhoit deservedly wins this race after I tried my best to hold them back on the last lap and win myself. Wilhoit gets put in the perfect position and is able to come across by the slimmest of margins and win the Incar 2021 Clash. I hope you all enjoyed this race. It was exciting from my perspective. Hope you enjoyed me kind of doing some different camera angles and talking you through what I was thinking at certain points in the race. Let me know down in the comments what you thought of this, and just any other thoughts on NR2003 online racing in 2021. I do very much appreciate you for watching, and I will see you in the next race.